This Aetherdrift deck just absolutely annihilates mono red, and it is really quite lovely to do so. It is new and improved. Esper Pixies. There are two new cards here. The first is extremely good against mono red, and that is the Grim Bubble. It is a 1-mana permanent. When it enters, target creature an opponent controls gets -2/-2 until end of turn. Picks off pretty much any mono red type mouse, and the -2/-2 even means you don't take damage off of the Heartfire hero. It's not an enchantment, which would be slightly better, so we can get our enchantment synergies like with the optimistic scavenger triggers, but it is a permanent that sticks on the battlefield, which makes it superior to cut down, because turn 1 we can go Grim Bubble, and then turn 2 we can go Pixie, pick it up, put it back down, kill the second creature. That's it. That's game. Game's over on turn 2. If you can pull that off, it's great. If you don't have the Pixie, you can obviously Fear of Isolation it, go turn 1 Bobble, turn 2 Fear of Isolation, then turn 3, play the Bobble plus Momentum Breaker, something like that, or Shelter by Ghost, and get ahead that way. Like, it's just so clean, and it's what this deck was missing. You needed a 1-drop interactive piece, permanent, that you could pick up and put back down with your Pixie or Fear of Isolation. So, Aetherdrift has given us that in the form of the Grim Bubble. The second new card does not change our matchup against mono red so much, right? The prior card you could play, and maybe even still want to play, like there's some games here today where you'll see a combination of both, is Nowhere to Run. It's Flash, which has its own advantages. -3/-3 is nice, and also gets through ward abilities. This has similar upside in that you can get through ward because you can just have your opponent sack a creature, which means you don't have to target it and get through the ward ability. But boy, the fail safe is so good. It's never a dead card, because when it enters, each opponent sacks a creature or vehicle of their choice. If they can't, they just discard a card. It's never dead. If they play creatures, you kill their biggest creature, or their only creature, whatever's on the battlefield. If they don't play creatures, they discard a card. Fantastic. And you can pick it back up and put it back down with Fear of Isolation or Scavenger to have your opponent discard a whole bunch of games. And after all of that, it also starts your engines, and since you're pecking away at your opponent with your Pixies and your Scavengers and your Hopeless Nightmares, it's actually very easy to get your engine speed up. You can always just pay 2 and sack it, gain life equal to your speed, so you can max out at 4 speed, gain 4 life, and again, you are really breaking the momentum of mono red with this sucker. Rest of it is classic Pixie stuff. I'm running 23 land, which is about right. 24 is a bit too much. 22 is maybe a little too little. I mean, you really want to hit your 3rd land drop on time, so you can go like turn 1 Bobble, and by turn 3 you want to have enough mana to like pick up something with Fear of Isolation and put it back down. I'm also running a couple draw engine type effects. We have the Entity Tracker, which whenever an enchantment enters, you draw a card, and 1 Kaito in there. Very easy to attack with a Pixie, flash us in, get the Pixie back, play the Pixie down, pick something up. It's just really good. And this town's also a very flexible removal-ish spell. You either protect your own stuff, bounce your own stuff, bounce your opponent's demon tokens, like whatever it is. It's just, yeah, deck sings. It's good. Enjoy the gameplay. Let's dive right in. On the play, we definitely keep this. Do we play anything on turn 1? Could wait. Whew. All right, opponent. I think we're doing nothing here. No Bobble yet. We don't need it. Momentum Break on 2, and then we'll take it from there. It's mono red. All right, we're feeling pretty good about that. We could just Bobble here instead, which is quite good. We just need white in any form. You can die. Very nice. Here's a Pixie. How do you like that? And we pick up the Bobble. What a lovely opening sequence for us. Do nothing. Okay. I guess you can Momentum Break here. Can attack first. You want a Lightning Strike? Opponent's got nothing in hand. Okay. How about you discard a card, maybe? Who's got all 3 drops? Well, we can shelter away a, whatever the 3-mana 3/3 hasty thing is, the Nemesis. If we get land, we get Isolation, Breaker the Nemesis. Right, no bubbles. It's a land. Is it a Nemesis? What are we doing in mono red? It's a Challenger. Well, we can begin with a Bobble, and if they have the answer, we can just shelter it away, which seems pretty good. If you go right for Shelter, they could Burst Lightning the Pixie, which would be bad. Let's begin with this. Just dies immediately. Okay. Well, I think we'll just bounce the Momentum Breaker then. You can come back. It's another land. It's a Nemesis. No blocks. We can go for Shelter on any target here and be just fine. Obviously, we could Momentum Break again. I kind of like the life gain, though. It does die pretty easily. Maybe it's just Momentum Break here instead. If we could suit it up, something with a bit better toughness, like if we had a Scavenger around that could grow, I'd be more down to do that. I think everyone's getting in there. They could drop a double strike hasty mouse on us. They could have a big turn here. I don't think we're dead yet. It's mouse for 2, but not for 4. There's the lightning strike. Could be time to Shelter. Or we can just bobble this thing away. And hold this down. Yeah, I mean, we're at 12. This town's pretty good. Alright, get him for 2. Can either bounce their creature or just bounce like Momentum Breaker plus something else. Okay. That's fine. I mean, that still fits into our play pattern here. I mean, at some point we just Shelter. We just go to town. Alright, you can get bounced, and then we'll take, I guess Bobble's the cheapest thing. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know, do you Shelter this thing just to do it? We obviously could. I almost feel like we don't need it, though. Swing for 2. I mean, we're not holding anything particular, except we can sack the Bauble to Surveil. It's a hasty creature. We can also just eat the Momentum Breaker, just to gain a bunch of life. Alright, let's do this. Surveil 2. We're almost dead. No land, no land. The fact that we're winning this game so much, and we haven't even dropped Shelter, is kind of crazy. Is it time? I don't even know this time yet. It does make it a 2-turn clock, which I do kind of like. Alright, let's go Shelter onto no one. We'll be a little annoyed if they can like Lightning Strike or whatever, but it does make a 2-turn clock, so they need a non-land top deck that like... They need like a Burst Lightning or Lightning Strike off the top, and that ain't it, so... That is game. Very clean. Having to sit on Shelter the whole game and not need it is pretty impressive against Mono Red. On the play, no blue. We have Momentum Breaker Pixie though. It's gonna be okay. We can play the first one out. Maybe we Fear of Isolation it back. Hi. Hello. I can't wait to see your other deck. I can't wait. What else I got? Eat my dust. Alright. Let's take a look at that hand. Meow. My goodness. Hit the gas. Get out of here. It's a land. Okay. Well, we could Pixie this thing back. And eventually hit that blue. Grim Bauble. Alright, I'll take that. Play land. Bauble could still hit a bat. Potentially. We're gonna try to slip in the Entity Tracker this turn. A Slasher. Yeah, looks like a Momentum Break to me. I think that's got to get done here. I might want to pick up the Pixie, actually. We pick up the Breaker. No, maybe this is okay. Alright, swing for 3. We're putting on pressure. Tiny Bones. Cacaw. Okay. Yeah, we kind of need to bubble this thing. And then we can Fear of Isolation the Momentum Breaker back. Only with Stick. Someone's dying here. You can go. I guess we'll do this before combat to get a little more damage. Pick you up. The Stick. We'll try to put the counter here. Let it resolve. Pixie getting throated. Shoot the Sheriff. Nice tech. Through to the face. Opponent is ready for the artifact set. I'm probably going to forget that. Every deck I have that plays black, I probably should think about switching out. Go for the throat with Shoot the Sheriff. Second Slasher. Well, it's a lot of damage to take. Hit him for 7 here. I would say they top deck the thing. We just lose on the spots. We kind of want to keep back a blocker. Eh? I mean, I really would like to flash in the tracker here, I think. We don't want to be forced to block, though. We want to block one of these guys. We don't want to give up the tracker, though. Alright, this turn's going to hurt quite a bit. We still want to be mindful of land Alcazals. Though they could be like discard with Tiny Bones. I don't know. Maybe it's budget. Opponent thinking. Timer coming out. How much damage do we really want to eat here? This will drop us to 16 and then 8 and then 4, right? I think we're blocking with... I think we're trying to block with the Pixie if they let us. Oh, it's lethal combo presented. Alright, good thing we left back some blockers, I guess. Okay, that hurts. Well, one of you guys go. Oh, we could double block this sucker. I think we have momentum break. It's not very good. They stacked the other slasher. It's definitely not amazing. It's not great. Definitely not so great. This town. As far as cards go, that's not so bad. We can now bounce the Bloodletter. Which turns off lethal. This is a step in the right direction. Let's see which slasher they get rid of. Oh, they want to play the long game. Okay. Alright. I don't think we're pushing for damage here. I think we're just bouncing the Alcazars. You can protect the tracker too, if they go for removal. Not really any reason for them to do it on their own turn, but it is possible. They're gonna kill my poor tracker. Should we take 4 here? The thing is, we're gonna bounce this on end step anyway. It's not a very good position to be in. Maybe they'll go annex here. That's it? Alright, we'll watch my tracker die. This is actually a little bit better. Because then the breaker forces them to either take away one of their immediate threats or the Alcazaz. We're gonna lose the tracker here, I feel it. Yeah, it's gonna get sheriffed. Blot out. Alright, we're almost out of resources. Land is not what I wanted to see. I guess we're surveilling off the bauble next. Okay. Lose one of your threats. This stops them from lethal this turn. We could also attack with the Restless Anchorage. Oh man, is that worth it? Could also block with the Restless Anchorage. Maybe that's worth it. I think Surveil is the most important thing. We could block with the Anchorage to save 4, but I don't think that's what we're trying to do here. We gotta find a way out of this mess. Down to 12. Lethal presented again. We take the Surveil too. If we can pick up the breaker and play it again, that's a step in the right direction. Yeah. Okay. Let's keep pushing here. You can come back. See if they sack the Slasher or the Alcazaz. Slasher goes, comes back again. We have no means to kill it, sadly. So the stun counters tick down again. At least they haven't hit an annex. That's kind of our only saving grace. We've kind of hit a string of land too. Duress. That's fine. I didn't want to play that card anyway. You can have it. There's the annex. Alright, that's fine. Draw a card every turn. Seems fair to me. Down to 8. Okay. I mean, we can flash you in. Attacking with the Anchorage, just doing the land thing is not, it's not it. Okay. Alright, we were almost dead here. Very close to dead. The Speed Demon. Nice. Okay. Alright, triggers on the stack. Here comes the tracker. Can we top deck a relevant spell that will save us? We're down to 4. I don't know if anything gets there. I guess a string of enchantments. Off the top here. Could do it. They're up to 16. Whew, hot dog. It's a card. That's truly a card right there. I don't know if it's enough, but it's something. Double momentum breaker here. Would that even save us? I don't even think so. Well, here's the first one. The Bloodletter needs to die. Oh, there's a second breaker too. I mean, this is as good as it could possibly go for us, and yet we'll still lose here. Because, as long as they don't sack the Alcazaz, then we get drained off the annex. Yeah. Okay. That was a game of Magic. Just got annihilated. That's okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's enough. That's enough. Get out of here. Eat my dust. We're on the draw. We have no black. We have no enchantments. We have double scavenger. How good actually is this? Like, what are our top deck outs that are our enchantments? Talent. Can't cast Nightmare. Shelter by Ghost would be good. Fear of Isolations. Okay. Ooh. Third land for trackers. Not awful. We still don't have any enchantments. Honestly, this is not a very good keep. Because you need the black land and you need the enchantment to make it worth keeping. I think you mulligan this. Alright, this is looking a little more reasonable here. Let's try to keep the tracker. Maybe this town can go. And just let tracker go the distance. This lets us replay the momentum breaker though. Probably a bit more impactful. Okay, let's go the distance here. It's a Healer's Hawk. You don't say. Let's see if it's turned to a Johnny. Or a Johnny adjacent. Yeah, a Johnny adjacent. It's a 3-2. We got a fast land on black. I think we're just momentum breaking here. Let's see if they sack presumably they sack the Hawk here. They'll find another facilitator. They do sack the Channeler and put +1 counter. Okay. Well, we ain't blocking, so might as well get in there. Speed up to 2. Let's go. And the question is, do we have time to track? Or do we into this town? Bounce some stuff. It's pretty slow. I think if we take the time to track, we'll set up really well here. Next turn we get Hopeless Nightmare, and then like this town something, get both of them back. I think that's pretty good. So we eat 2 for 1 more turn. Yeah, I like that. It's a little slow, but they aren't putting any pressure on us, so we can get really far ahead this next turn. 2 to the face, nothing else to grow, which is really nice. Down to 15. That's it for their turn. Wait, you got Get Lost? What are you gonna do? Yeah, they got something. Nothing gets cast, though. Well, we want to momentum break. We could hold this down to protect the tracker. I mean, they're really not putting that much pressure on us. I guess we could start here. They might try to, like, Elspeth Smite this thing or something. I don't know what they're doing. They don't do it now, though. Do you think they have Elspeth Smite? What are they doing in there? What is that? Leyline of Hope. I don't even think we attack. I think we just slowly chip them away. I think we just end here and hold this town. What are they doing with? They really have nothing playable in their whole hand? If we can protect the tracker, like, it's really good for us. And do nothing the entire turn cycle with 3 mana. What is in that hand? It's just 4 ley lines? Alright. Cool. Bounce you. Bounce the Hawk. Then they just replay it. Bounce the Breaker. It's expensive to play this coming turn. We kind of want to replay the, Yeah, I think it's fine to do this. Let's go Scavenger plus Breaker this turn. Opponent with Stick for 1 mana. Down to 13. Maybe they have like a Hexproof in there or something. Alright, so it's looking like a Scavenger. We'll slow them down a little bit. We still have plenty of draws to Entity track later. Yeah, we ain't targeting that though. Nuh-uh-uh. That ain't it. The next ossify. Okay, goodbye. Alright. Again, the tracker is just so good. I think we just chill. I don't think there's really any reason to do this now. We got Fear of Isolation, we can pick something up, we can put it back down. But the draw engine is just going to be so good off the tracker. Alright, let's do it. Now we'll get moving. Land is okay. We'll pick up Momentum Breaker. Just be mana efficient. Take a draw. Shelter's fine, we don't need it yet. Let's discard that last card. Take a draw. A Johnny. Okay. That about wraps up the game. Yeah, that's it. Just gets even more depressing from there. On the draw with no blue. It's still quite solid here. It's a cave. What's up with that? What are we doing with caves here? Enters tap. When enters, exile up to 3 target cards from graveyards. Aha. Tap to make colorless. Add 1 color of any of the exiled cards' colors. Okay. Well, we don't have an amazing answer to that. We just have to put on insane pressure. Okay. They already have omniscience down there, so we're not helping them. We do need to leave open nowhere to run for the critical turn, basically. And hope we can pick off the 1/1 omniscience through Abuela's Awakening. So we can't really do a whole lot this next turn. We can hold up in this town. Maybe bounce something they play, bounce Momentum Breaker, play that back with 4 lands, also hold open nowhere to run. It's a little tricky. Third land. So we cannot do anything here. Because we have to hold open nowhere to run, sadly. So we get in for 2. At least try to. Bounce you. Sure. I can actually replay that this turn. Okay, hold it open, nowhere to run. Have to go for Abuela's Awakening. We at least get to pick it off. And we hope they don't have the second Omniscience in hand, basically. Alright. Is it worth this towning that, is a question. Hui. Okay, well, we could zap that. That means we're kind of out of gas for the Omniscience turn. I guess we could bounce it back to hand. So here we go. We gotta get him from 18 to 0 still. We have a long way to go. You can die. Put the counter here. We got a 2/2. We can actually pick up nowhere to run. If we pick up Momentum Breaker, I guess it's pretty good to return Omniscience to hand, isn't it? Maybe we can pick up Momentum Breaker here instead. And just hold open this town. I think it's worth a shot. It's a 3/3. Down to 15, making progress. Speed not helpful. Very cute animation though. Mill 4. And there's the Abuelo's Awakening. So it's coming. It's definitely coming. We don't have blue open. Whoops. Don't even have blue open for this town. Now we do, though. So I guess new momentum break, and then hold up in this town and bounce the token. We don't have blue to do anything else, so it's got to be this. Auto Tapper's doing okay. If they bounce the Fear Forest, it's not that bad, I guess. We'll distribute the counters here. Discard a land. Swing for 6. Bounce you. Okay. Can't replay you. We have to hold open this town. Down to 12. It's a slow clock, but it is going. And yeah, have to hold this down here. They get to found in the third path, right into Abuelo's Awakening. Yeah. Yeah. You get one cast. What is it? Invasion. Okay. You can go back to hand. And I guess we'll keep momentum breaking. Counterspell. Must be nice. Last card. So that should be game. They should be able to do the full combo from here. Well, we tried. I think there's too much we could have done different there. You have to hold open interaction for the Term of the Omniscience and hope they can kill it. You can kill it. But if they have the counterspell on top, there's not a whole lot you can do about that. Bounce double Arcavios, do it forever. Wah. We're on the play with no creatures. It's not awful. I've seen better. Now keep it. Let's hope it's mono red. The Milkman. I think the Milkman plays mono red. He's got these cute little cats. Well, we're going to find out real quick if our hand is totally dead against them. Please don't be Azorius Oculus. Oh, let's go. It's mono red. Let's go, baby. It's bobble time. -2/-2 to the face. Let's go. 0 damage taken. I like that. Now what do you got? Challenger? I'll eat that. I got time. I guess we'll take the bobble here. We could almost take the Nightmare. Just for some diversity of options. Lord knows we have enough bobble around. Opponent touches the card. It's a new card. Slick Shot coming out. Opponent's like, yeah, I don't really like that. Well, I guess we can sack one of these guys for the Surveil. But we're definitely going to eat some damage, and then hopefully Shelter can get us there. Okay, let's see if they plop the other guy too. One to the face. Alright, you got it. Suspiciously holding open 1 mana. There's the Nexus Spear. Alright, so they got something. They got a Rage or something. More black would be nice. Could take out both Swift Spears here. I don't know if we dropped the Shelter yet. Opponent taking their sweet time. What are you thinking about over there? You want to know if you should play the Slick Shot? You can play it if you want. I won't hurt you. I'll be nice. Yeah, he's really thinking about it. Alright, let's sack the bauble here. think we have plenty of those at this point. Tracker. That's pretty good. This town is generically also quite good. I mean, this town saved us a whole bunch of damage, actually. They're both very good. We don't actually have the enchantment. I think this town's even better right now. Because it gives us an out that we don't have otherwise. So we can just bobble one of these, I think, and hold this town for the slick shot turn. So you can die. I think we hold back the block because that incentivizes them to pump the Monstrous Rage onto it, which lets us this town. Is it slick shot time? I feel like it's about time. Show me what you got. My turn, that's it. Alright, well, we don't really need to bounce this town right now. I think we're still holding it for that critical turn. If we shelter here, it could get picked off, but I think we just drop another bauble. And then we can potentially flash in the tracker if they literally do nothing. And then shelter next turn. Maybe, onto it. You're gonna give it to me? You are. Yeah, attacking's fine because we have this town right now. Down to 14. It's the next slick shot. That's a little scary. But it does mean we get to tracker here. And we can shelter up very safely. Which I think is how we're starting. Get that lifelink going. Double this town. That's nice. To 11 up to 20. They have double slick shot in Rakdos. Here it comes. It's the turn. We got one block. We got one this town. And we got bobble on the back crack. Show me what you got. Now's the time. Okay, sure. Not planning to kill it. What else you got? Sure. What else you got? 2 damage. Alright, you can go. And we'll take back a bauble, I suppose. We don't have enough black to do all the things. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna moment to break. Yeah, we'll do it like this. Oh, the scoop. The immediate scoop. I don't know what. Something about that was so jarring. He really wanted to. He was like, fuck. You could tell me this time. Fuck this. I'm out of here. Good game, Mono Red. On the draw. Looks quite nice. We can go bobble into Pixie. It's Orzhov. What are we doing on Orzhov? We can play a Pixie into nothing. Surveil. They're not an aggro deck, right? You shouldn't play that in aggro deck. We could just play a random Pixie here. We got nothing else to do. Another Surveil land. It's not great, I would say. Don't think I love to see that. I think we're just jamming in there. Holding shelter to draw off the tracker. Could play it now for ward, but I don't think that's worth it. The basic green. Rest in peace. Okay. Fine. We hold the tracker here. Get in for 1. Opponent is, I'm assuming, 5-color domain. Mismores, okay. Alright, we do have clean answers to that, basically. I guess we can't get in Kaito here, really. Not the way we want to. Let's begin here. I think we'll put it on the tracker. Okay. Well, we could bobble and pick it up, I guess. Maybe we'll get Kite down next turn. Here comes the Pixie. Pick you back up. Super 4. Not terrible. We'll see if they just Sunfall us. They're touching. They're a toucher. It's Beanstalk time. I guess we definitely want a Kaito here. Off the 1/1 Pixie. I think that's basically it. Take the Beanstalk. I don't think that's what I really want to do then. Ninjutsu. You can go. Down to 6. I think we'll just take the draw. This town. I don't know if we really need that against them. We have shelter for any big blockers. If we do it now, we could protect the entity tracker against like a sweeper and keep the Kaito or something like that. Yeah, it's not awful, I guess. I don't need to land. I don't know. You could take for something better too. Okay. Planeswalker survives Sunfall. Yeah. So if we want to bounce the tracker, we can. We can bounce everything. Bloop. Kaito's back. I think we can spell lethal here, basically, unless they have something. So here's this. I don't think I see any stick. We just need any enchantment. I take the token, shouldn't matter. +1 here. And then one more for the ninja. Ninjas you control get +1/+1. Okay. Looks like lethal to me. Whew. Alright. I mean, this town was nice, but we didn't actually need it, right? Like, the Planeswalker avoiding the Sunfall anyway was enough to kind of get there, so we could have dug for something different. I mean, yeah, if they had one more answer, maybe it would have been nice to bounce the resources back to hand. On the draw, looks pretty good here. We'll keep this. I wonder what that could be. Is it Omniscience? No! Saw Blades. Artifacts. Well, that's cool. Perhaps a new deck. I am wowed. Let's see. So they'll probably have another one of these. How much damage does this do? 5 damage. Momentum Break isn't bad. Pixie Nightmare. Pixie probably dies to the next Saw Blade, I think. Let's hold on to Momentum Breaker one more second. Yeah, maybe they got nothing in hand. I don't think I'm seeing any stick. Mightstone, Weakstone. Synth. That's a good shelter target. Let's take that. Probably immediately. Probably don't have time to do anything else here. Got a fast land. Yeah, I think it's gotta be you. Look at that alternative artwork. That's kind of cool. I haven't seen that before. I don't love all alternative artwork, but it's kind of sick. I mean, I like the original too. Glass Casset actually is enough mana to do that, but hopefully we slow them down by a turn. So what are we doing here? We get Fear of Isolation and Momentum Break. Momentum Break's only the one way we're going to get through this giant creature, though. So I guess we get Fear of Isolation into Hopeless Nightmare. If we top deck another Hopeless Nightmare, we get Tracker plus Hopeless Nightmare. 2 to the top. It's not what you want to see. Hui. I mean, the 3 drops are going to be coming next turn for sure. I think we just track here and talent, I guess. And we'll need Momentum Breaker to get through the next blocker. And then we just try to go the rest of the way home. Alright, let's switch kept on top. 3 mana removal spell will be good for them. Manual taps going out. Yeah, that's just straight up exile target creature, yeah? Yeah, fair enough. Okay, it's a 4/4. We have the first Momentum Breaker ready. Memory Guardian. That's not good. That's looking like about game. Woof. Okay. We only have fast lands anyway. They kept 2 to the top as well, which is not so good. Okay. If it's another 3-drop, I think it's about game. It's another 3-drop / 4-drop. I think that'll do it. 16 to the face. Ow. Ow. Yeah, I mean, that'll do it. Instant or sorcery, we can't get back at the enchantment. That should be game. Whew. Block takes 7. Sack the Momentum Breaker, gain 1 life. Another Synthesizer. Alright. I think that's as much as I need to see. Well, there's a small window where if they hadn't had the Glass Casket, the Shelter by Ghost could have been enough to push through lethal over the next couple turns, but that was a big turning point for them. On the draw. Looks very decent. If they are mono red, we got the Bauble into the Pixie. They are Swamp, though. They are Swamp. I think we're holding on to Pixies, and we're just trying to maximize our Momentum Breaker for a while. Just have them discard as much as we can. It's bad. So we can either break or bauble them. So they might as well pick the bauble here, so we use as much mana as possible. Otherwise, we go bauble Pixie and replay it. They're thinking. They're a thinker. Which one do you pick? It's got to be one of the 2 removal spells. You should pick the cheaper one. They took the Pixie. Okay. Well, I guess we bauble Pixie. Goodbye. Thank you. And just in case they have another bat, we'll take this. If we thought there were no targets in their deck, then we'd leave it to take the Surveil eventually. But there are more bats to come. One way or another. Momentum Break, let's go. Alright, we could flash on the tracker if we want to go nuts. Momentum Break's so clean though. We just need to leave open whites. Oh, it's so nice if we get it. And they'll probably kill the tracker anyway, yeah? Alright, let's just break their little hearts here. That's right, my removal spell can also double as a discard spell. It never has a bad turn. Here's a Pixie. Pick it up. Pixie down. Eventually we need the tracker. I mean, let's go ahead and play the tracker. Like, ideally all their removal's gone before we play our draw engine. Duress. Probably one of the Momentum Breakers goes here. I know they know about the tracker, sadly. One breaker down. It's another bat. Again, they should pick the bauble here, but they don't like doing that very much. Yeah, I mean, we can, bauble and then... We should take that last card, shouldn't we? I think we want to take that last card. But we can still start here. I think we want a momentum break, so next time we could Tracker plus Nightmare if we really want to. Scoop. They don't like that. You don't like that. It is a nuisance to play against. What does this mean? Collector. Okay. Looks good. I don't know what this means. Is it like a WoW title or like a Guild Wars, you know, I've achieved this title? That's got to be what it is. Is that what it is? Do I get a title? Wait, I'm kind of hyped for this. All right. Fast land. You can sack a creature. And it's an enchantment. And we kick off the speed. We're doing all the things here. Hit him for 2. Speed up to 2. Wow. 2 removal spells on the way. Plus this town. Oh, it's going to be brutal. So what I want to do here, we'd have to double bauble, which isn't that bad, I guess. Or we could just bounce it. And also bounce Momentum Breaker. I kind of think bouncing it is good. Alright, move up in speed. Obviously we could sack it for life too. Sack it for 4 life. Alright, at least pretend to block here. Bounce you. Bounce you. Frenzy the Scavenger. Fine. It's a lot of baubles, man. I mean, we got the answer to that guy anyway, so why don't you discard a card? That's crazy. The failsafe. Never not good. Triple bauble against mono red. How bad could that be, though? 10 to 14. Up to speed 4. Really just matters for the momentum breaker, I think. I don't think we have any other speed cards in there. So Sphere returns. It's a 2-drop. There's something in that hand. Is that a rage? A shock? Burst lightning. Alright. It's a good amount of prowess damage. Ow, ow. Down to 8. That's pretty good. I definitely want one of these. I guess we could fear now. We probably won't die. Could take a lot. And just get back Momentum Breaker and play it again. I think that makes sense. Let's take you back. And then we can hopefully pick off the Swift Spear with the bauble, and then a second creature with the Momentum Breaker. Attack face, they say. Witchstalker Frenzy, they say. Down to 5. Another Fear of Isolation. I guess we just bauble here then. We do have to take a pain land damage to do that though. Yeah, that does hurt a little bit. But we do kind of have to get there. Sure. Alright, down to 4. Maybe we will sack the Momentum Breaker. Just get some life back. Opponent with the Rockface Village. Every card is a hasty card. Also burst lightning us to death if they top ticket. Okay, we have the double bauble for that. More pain lands. I don't think Breaker's bad here. We might sack it next turn. Okay, down to 3. We got a Lightning Strike now. I think next turn we're sacking Momentum Breaker. And I guess we're not attacking here. I'm pretty close to dead. It's not Lightning Strike. That is a good card. I think we'll do it all here. Ow. Down to 2. Is this a sorcery speed? No, it can be done anytime. Scoop. Okay. Yeah, kind of close. The pain lands hurt, but better draws would have fewer pain lands, I think. I don't think you can really play without them. Like, yeah, it's most important to cast your spells. Life is just a tax to be paid. Alright, thank you for staying to the end. If you enjoyed today's video, you can hit the like button. You can subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and you can leave me some kind of comment. I usually enjoy reading your comments as I play. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.